Hey guys, we're back. We're going to do some more standard. We're still climbing through platinum, and I wanted to take this mono black control deck for a spin. So this is a deck that was built by Cool Shades. Looks like it was reach number 27 Mythic, and it looks. I made a couple minor changes to it. I took out Pilfer and Cruelty of Gix, and I think I just upped some of the other counts here, but let's take a look at the deck. Very cool deck. This is kind of, I think, the deck to beat in the format right now. Mono Black just has so many powerful cards. You've got Liliana of the Veil, which has just always been a powerhouse, and then you have this new card, Shield Dread the Apocalypse. This guy, 4/5 for 4, legendary, Death Touch, and then whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life, and whenever they draw a card, they lose 2 life. So you can just drop this guy, sit behind him, and wait for them to die. It's very powerful. And then you've got your usual Sorin the Mirthless, which just excels against other control decks. You have Mythic Massacre, which again is just fabulous in this deck. You've got Graveyard Trespasser, which is ideally there to fight opposing tenacious underdogs and control the graveyard. Also, with its 3 toughness, you can often just clear the board with your Mythic Massacre and leave this guy alive, and it's really great. I think I upped the count of Reckoner Bankbuster from 2 to 3. I've just been finding that like a turn 2 Bankbuster into a turn 3 Trespasser like allows you to get aggressive. You know, both Tenacious Underdog and Graveyard Trespasser allow you to crew this. So, you know, using this for the aggression as a, you know, in addition to drawing cards really, really helps. Evolved Sleeper is another new card, which is just phenomenal. It's build a creature where you can basically turn it into a 2/2 and then a 3/3 Death Touch, and then a 4/4, and then you draw a card and lose a life. And you can actually keep repeating that last step, so you can make it a 5/5, 6/6, so on and so forth if you have enough mana. The other really great play that I've run into in this deck, you've got 3 Cut Down. So this is one of the new removal spells. Instant for 1 black, destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. This is a really nice combo with Mythic Massacre, because Mythic Massacre, let's say you've got, you know, a board on your opponent's side which has a bunch of creatures, and maybe one of them is just a little bit too big to kill with a Massacre. So you shrink it down with Mythic Massacre, and then you finish it off with Cut Down, now that its power and toughness is within range of killing. So in addition, you've also got the Invoke Despair to deal with enchantments and just all around endgame powerhouse. The one of Soul Transfer, this is where you kind of get that extra bonus if you have an enchantment, your Mythic Massacre, and an artifact to your Bankbuster in play. So other than that, it's just, you know, targeted removal. For the lands, you've got 25 sources, 2 Takenuma Abandoned Mire to get your Planeswalkers back, and then 2 Roadside Reliquary, which you can usually draw 1 or 2 cards off. So yeah, very solid deck, been performing really well, and just the unbridled power of Liliana plus Sorin is really nasty. So let's give it a spin. Okay, this is a great keep. We've got early drops, 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're up against another either mono black or maybe red black, something like that. So, yeah, because it's just discards it. Okay, so we almost want him to discard our underdog here, so we might as well just get our other sleeper out. Okay, that was a great draw for us. Start leveling this guy up. And then I think we just want to kind of keep building these guys, get them out of range of Mythic Massacre. Oh, he has a very awkward land setup there. So we could keep growing this guy, because I mean, if he like draws a black, he could theoretically like meet hook for 3, and I guess we could keep growing him. I also just kind of like dropping Shieldred though. This is very good. I think it's probably what I'm going to do. Kind of surprised he didn't like Field of Ruins, one of his own Field of Ruins, to kind of get some mana sources. Oh, I guess we're just getting in there. I think I skipped by one of my main faces there, but I think that's okay. And then I think we're just going to relay another Shieldred here. Yeah, so he meat hooks for 3. Now we can get in with Tenacious Underdog. This is starting to look really good. I think we're going to play about 5 games total. Just kind of walk you guys through it, give you kind of a nice smattering. So 1-0 in matches so far. Here I want to go Bankbuster. Like I kind of, like if they had open mana especially, I'd want to avoid playing Underdog because then they could just kill it and then turn 3 lay their Trespasser. Since they are tapped out, like I could still play this without a problem. But I think I just want to play this and then probably play this on 3 and get Bankbuster in there. I also don't want to expose this to like enemy Trespassers if I can avoid it. Okay, now here Liliana is actually quite tempting though. Just getting rid of their token feels pretty great. So I think we might do that instead.
You're telling me what you know. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
And I guess they could just Tenacious Underdog and kill it, but still feels good. Okay. What does this thing do? Okay, they get Phyresis counters, got it. Okay, so I think, yeah, now we want to get Trespasser going. Could also run out Underdog, which does block this, and then still start drawing cards, which I kind of like. Like, they don't have anything in their yard that I have to get rid of just yet. So I think I like that. We could have also discarded Underdog, I suppose. What does this thing do? Okay, wow, cool. So the hostile turns into a 3/7. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We could try to dig for a removal spell. We could just, because I don't want to discard any of these cards right now. I don't really want to plus on Liliana. We could also just make them sacrifice their 1/1, which isn't great, but it means that they have fewer things that they can sack to this hostile. Although they can just make more stuff for this, so that's not really fabulous either. Yuck. I think I want a chance at getting some extra land here. I think I do want to draw. This is a little greedy, but okay, so that didn't quite pan out. Maybe we just lay another underdog here. Problem is we need removal. Actually, I suppose I could have. I think what I should have done there is laid the Bank Buster, used the plus to discard underdog. Yeah, that would have been better. Okay, so that wasn't great. Well, at this point, I think if we're going to discard, maybe we discard like Sleeper to keep Liliana around. Yeah, this is not. Or we could just use it for the sacrifice, but that seems kind of bad. I think we just skip. I think we just pass right now. Yeah, the problem is they can do this until we have removal for Kiki-Jiki. Yeah, I think we need to dig for like Mythic Massacre. I'm not sure what he's thinking about here. It's probably just sacking it to hostile. Okay, that was much needed. So now we can get rid of Kiki-Jiki. And it's still not great because this thing's going to turn into creeping in pretty soon. Which does all kinds of nasty stuff. It can phase out. Okay, so now we probably want to get our Graveyard of Trespassers going. Yeah. Again, still a bit short on land. I think we want to draw one more time here. Really want the land. Now we can get Sleeper going. And still have Infernal Grasp for Kiki Jiki. And now I guess we should sacrifice the creature. So we're just gonna kill it next
I'm
turn.
done here. I'll be back. Wait up. One of your friends has to leave.
I don't need respect, just obedience. Oh, I have a job for you. Pleasure doing things.
Let's see, I don't want to discard yet. We drop to 13, then we go to 8. I think we're going to hold out once. Okay, so now we're at 8. This will become a 3/7. Can't stop the 5 in the air. This will be 6 with only called Anvil. So he can get us to basically to 1 just off of this plus Weatherlight. So we have to kill both of the Ob Nixiluses this turn. Or we can Graveyard Trespasser for an extra life. Okay, I think we need to... Yeah, Tenacious Underdog. Oh, and we took a life from that. Ah, never mind. Okay, that was foolish. I think we're pretty close to dead anyways, but that definitely sealed it. I'm still learning this deck, guys, so my apologies here. I think we need a little bit more mass removal a little bit sooner.
my fun.
Yeah, that's gonna do it with the Weatherlight. Okay, so 1 and 1 in matches. Yeah, I'm sure we could have played that one better. But just trying to give you some idea of like what kind of stuff you run into. This is a great opening hand. I really like the Evolve Sleeper just because it gives you something to do on turn 1. Otherwise you just got cut down and it's not that exciting. Here you could play Underdog, but again, I want to leave this around until after their turn 3, just to kind of get around their natural curve, playing Trespasser to get it out after killing it. So instead we're just going to start evolving this. Yeah, and there's the cut down, so that's fine. Like, had I just attacked and then played this instead, they would have cut this down, and then, like, if they have Trespasser, they'd get rid of it on turn 3. Now we can just Liliana.
Nobody knows Dominaria shadows like me. Sacrifices must be made.
Now, I'm a little loath to discard this, but I think it's still right given how great these other cards are. So if they have Trespasser, they can just get us. But I think it's still a move.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Well, I guess they got rid of Trespasser. They must have another one in their hand. Okay, that works too.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Surprised they didn't attack. Oh, I suppose we could kill their Liliana if we did. However, luckily we can still do that, so.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay, well I guess they get our Underdog, but this way we can take Liliana out of range, which is kind of nice.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And then, just because they had Liliana, I might want to hold this swamp, just so we can get, just in case they draw and play Liliana themselves. So I do want to hang on to this here, because this can get back one of our shield dreads. And I guess they're ready to tap out. Okay, 2 and 1 in matches. this like turn 2 Bank Buster into turn 3 Trespasser. It just feels so natural. And then if they don't go like totally off the rails here, oh well. I was gonna say we were gonna Mythic Massacre for 2, but can't do that anymore. So I think now we're looking for an answer because they're gonna overpower us with their lifelike nonsense. So I think we just lay underdog and then draw a card at their end of turn. This way we can still block with a 4/4 if we have to. Because they're probably looking to go tall with their Naturalist to avoid our Mythic Massacre. So this is interesting, actually. I think we could decide to kill their visitor. I mean, like, we're not going to be able to Mythic Massacre it next turn. So I almost think it's better to just take the 8, block and trade with their visitor, hopefully draw into something to deal with this Naturalist. I think that's the play. Like, we give up some cards, but we also sort of get some of their threats off the table. And actually, now we can Mythic for 3 and kill everything, which is great. So maybe we didn't even need to block there. I kind of forgot about the Weaver primary. This is still fine, though. I guess we could get rid of Naturalist here, shrink that down to a 3/3. Let's see, we've got 7 mana, so then we could get in with Underdog also. Yeah, I kind of like that plan. I mean, we could get rid of this one too. It's, like, the lifelink is annoying in case they get nonsense going on. Well, this is probably going to be more problematic if they draw their stuff, though. Yeah, I just really don't like the. Well, okay, maybe we get rid of this one, shrink them down. And then we have Tenacious Underdog here. Not entirely sure why they blocked it both, because that's just going to happen, but whatever, we'll take it. And Shieldred is just bonkers. This card is great. All right, now let's get Invoke Despair going. Either way, we get back something we want. And then we can get our sleeper going. And actually, I think we probably even attack with Shieldred here. Like, we're high enough on life, we just want to shrink their life total. Yeah, they're going to gain 2 on the backswing, but whatever. You've got Michiko's Reign of Nonsense. So I think let's get Underdog going, and then just evolve Sleeper, we can get that moving. And that feels pretty good. I think again, like, we are high enough life total. Like, this is gonna be a 5/5 again. I guess we can hold Shieldred back. Yeah, they're basically dead. A lot of times, like, my opponents will figure out they're dead before I will. It'll just cut to the chase. Okay, so 3-1 in matches. So let's do one more. But I kind of biffed the red-black match, but I think that was definitely like a much closer game. Like, even if I'd played that better, I don't know that we would have pulled that one out. But the power of this deck is real. Yeah, it just seems like a very tuned list. And some of the changes that I made probably moved it a little bit away from, like, dealing with control. Like, if you have, like, a bigger control meta, you can leave the Pilfers in. And the Cruelty of Gix just seemed a little bit slow. Like, I only really want 4 spells in the 5-drop slot, the Invoke Despair. So I think that was probably why I took one of those. I think I upped the count of Reckoner Bankbuster to 3, which I really like a lot. And I think I increased cut down to 3 also, which I also like. So I feel like they were decent changes. But by all means, if you want to use the original list, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, up against Esper. Esper got some really nice tools with the new stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff going on, so definitely give it a whirl. Maybe we'll do a video on Esper. Yeah, I guess let's just get this moving. And yeah, this is a lot of fun. The extraction specialist is all kinds of nonsense you can use with it. Okay, so this looks pretty clean. Let's just kill that and get Bankbuster rolling. And then get it out. Okay, I think, like, I suppose we could offer the trade, but I sort of don't want to. Like, we can just make them sack their guy next turn or whatever, so I don't want to trade all those extra cards for Edgar. Let's just drop a shield drill and sit. Okay, I'm not sure. He has some sort of, he might have, what does he have? Like, I don't even know what he has here. Oh, okay, he has Wandering Emperor. He wants the 5/5 first strike, yeah, okay. Nope, not falling for that. I was like, what is he representing here? He's representing Wandering Emperor. Or I guess depopulate. Yeah. Sure. I guess that works. Well, this feels pretty good. Okay, so now he might have Wandering Emperor. Like, you always gotta assume they've got it. So I think I want to leave Shieldred back. Let's just... How do we run this? I think we just drop Underdog and draw a card on their end step. And just sit. And like, we don't need the mana right now, so we can wait on this. Yeah, there's the Wandering Emperor. They've always got it.
Run away. You'll be safer. Remember your training. Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay, so what do they have here? Another Wandering Emperor that only gets into 4/4. What else could they have here? I don't actually know. Yeah, I don't really know what they have here. I think I just block.